Hey YouTube, Eeetbah Legionnarii here, bringing you some Rome Total War action. Going to this fight, I hadn't actually played Rome for a while, so if I don't play as good as I otherwise might have, that's my reason. Not that I'm looking for excuses, not that I played badly either, but probably not to my sharpest ability. But anyway, my opponent is Eeetbah, who is playing as Germania, and this map is called the Byzantine Woodlands. This is from Gaul's mod map packs, if you don't know. If you're interested in getting them, just type that in on Google. It's pretty easy to find. So Gaul is my chosen faction, which was an interesting choice after being away for so long, seeing as Gaul isn't the greatest, but still, I feel I'm pretty decent at Rome now, that I can come back and still use Gaul pretty effectively. So I have 5 units of chosen swordsmen, which I believe it is the silver and silver gold mix. I have 2 units of Forester Warband, no upgrades, which I'm using to target as general. I have 2 units of gold attack, naked fanatics, unit druids, no upgrades, and 2 units of gold barbarian noble cavalry, and my general is in a barbarian chosen warlord. It's a good mix to have this sort of army. If you've ever looked at Era Carthage's videos, he has a battle called Patchy the Gaul, where he does something very much like this against a Roman army nonetheless, and an urban spam nonetheless, and does an excellent job of dealing with it, and you'll soon see. But it's very good to have a general in a unit like this to rally, and with a druid unit to support to help the Gauls, because the Gauls have morale problems basically. So he's got a unit of noble cavalry he's trying to distract me with. Initially I go after it, but I think nah, he's trying to distract me, and I'm not taking that. I'll allow my fanatics to chase it off a bit while my archers shoot it in the flank here, which is fine. I want to fling around. His forces consist of, so far it's just 4 units of gold attack, spear warband, and 3 units of skirmisher warband, with a couple upgrades each, and that general's unit there. But he's got to have hidden stuff. I knew he'd had hidden stuff somewhere around here, so I anticipated. So I'm going to remove my maneuver my line, then war cry, and then kind of out-maneuver him. So here I'm going to strike at his skirmish warband with one of my units of noble cavalry. I'll rip into them pretty quickly, but yep, here's his hidden units here. And I didn't initially spot them at first, so this is 4 units of Barbarian noble cavalry. Same cavalry as me, looks to be, no, 3 units of them, they look to be gold, so they're pretty tough. And I do see them. He nearly catches me here though, because I took my eye off it. But I do manage to, he does catch me temporarily, but I do get out of this pretty quick but. And he tries to kill me, assassinate my general with his, but my fanatics intercept, and I'm going to use my own general to chase him down. If I kill his general, it makes a big difference. So I pull my cavalry out of this fight. I'm pulling him right out. I'm trying to get him to chase me, which he's taking. I'm going to intercept him with my chosen swordsman, which I know will be able to beat his cavalry, because cavalry won't perform as well here in the woods. Plus, while this is happening, he's being hammered by these Forester Warband. His other infantry units are holding in against my chosen swordsman here for a while, but they won't do that great. And now I'm getting numbers down. There's his general dead. And here's 3 units of berserkers. I only just noticed this in the replay here. I thought he only had 2, but here's 3, so I actually broke my CWB rules. This was a 12.5k game, by the way, for those if you didn't know. So he's got a damaging berserker group here, so I'm just going to retreat here, and I'm not going to engage it, and I'm going to make use of my Forester Warbands to thin it out. Otherwise I could find myself getting pretty bashed up. Those very powerful berserkers, and my men are a wee bit tired from the fighting, and it would be foolish to continue to fight straight out like that. So I'm going to withdraw, thin them out with missile fire, because otherwise these berserkers will do a lot of damage to me. I'm going to war cry to boost myself. I've got my druids going. I'm going to get them wide and close to them. I need to be sure that I can beat these berserkers. And over here I do manage to rout one pretty quickly with a combined rally from my general and a war cry from a couple of my units. Over here I'm having a wee bit more trouble because I'm a wee bit more isolated, but they are getting shot at. So over here I'm going to try and outflank him with this unit. He's still receiving missile fire from my Forester Warband, and I've got my Forester Warband shielded by the fanatics in case he's got any other nice surprises, which I don't think he will, but I need to be just prepared just in case. but I managed to get rid of his berserkers as well. So berserkers in the woods is very dangerous, but good combination of missiles, Warcry, and rallying from general and the druids, and they're not really that much of a factor, even to Gaul. So and they weren't unupgraded either. They had at least, I think, 3 attack upgrades apiece, so they were not without their effectiveness. And a lot of his units do regroup, but by this point I know I've won the fight, so I'm just going to let my men rest a bit. As you can see, I'm still pretty much full strength with most of my units. They're all about around 60. My fanatics are strong, did a nice job in this fight. My general's right in there for support. They've lost their general too, it makes a big deal. If you look at this battlefield, it's mostly German units, not many Gaul ones, so it's pretty sweet. But this is kind of inspired by the fight Patchy the Gaul from Era Carthage. The army he uses is pretty similar to this. It might even be pretty much relatively the same, but different upgrades because it was a different money level, I believe. 12.5 is quite fun, actually. It kind of it gives some of these lower end factions a little more show against Rome. When I did this, it's been kind of probably 2 weeks since I'd done a Rome battle online, and I know a lot of you saying, oh, it's only 2 weeks, but when I play, literally, if I don't play sort of like every 3 so days, play a couple of games online every three so days, I do have a tendency to slip up micro wise. I don't that doesn't not real badly, I just don't micro as well. And I noticed in this fight, you might have noticed that some of my cav nearly got caught out there because I did catch it in time, but I didn't catch it as quickly as I otherwise reckon I would have if I'd been more up with my micro. But it's not real bad that I can't micro at all. I mean, if I just play a few games, I'll be back to where I was with my micro. But if I take too long, a week or so off, I will be slightly slower until I play 2 or 3 games to catch it back up, if you know what I mean. Some of you might just be really excellent micros. I am not an excellent micro. I don't think I am. I'm just an average. Well, average to reasonable. I've been using a laptop for so long now that I actually find it hard to micro with a regular mouse, believe it or not. So I actually have to use my laptop, which is fine. So anyway, these regroup spear warband are still here, and he's still got some cav and some of his skirmisher warband. I'm just bringing my men into position. My army's still pretty much intact. Anyway, just kind of continue forward here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 3 to attack this front. There should be no problem for them, and I'll use these 2 swordsmen to go around the flank here, and any cavalry you might have, and I'll just sort of wrap them up. And I got my fanatics if I have to go around this side, and I've also got them to shield my cavalry to shield my Forester warband. So it's pretty sweet. So Warcry again. You should always Warcry. It always makes a nice difference. And it's always fun to win as Gaul. I rather like Gaul in a sort of strange barbarian way. And look at this, it just routes it from the moment it touches the line. And I just break straight into him there, and over here his cav try to come in and they just break as well. So his men were pretty bad after they lost their general and their berserkers. And at this point my opponent just quit, and I don't know why. I mean, he didn't play bad. I don't think he played bad. He had a couple of, he used his, he did break the rules here at the berserkers, but he might not have noticed, and I wasn't that concerned. He sprung his cavalry quite well, although I did suspect there'd be a little more hidden units. And then the berserkers, though, I did not think he'd have the berserkers, to be honest. I don't think he'd have enough to afford 3 berserkers with those upgrades. And they very nearly could have caused a chaotic, bit of mess there if I didn't react fast enough to them. So, I mean, there was no need for him to quit. He didn't play badly. He had a couple of good traps. He did try drawing me away. He played like he knew what he was doing. I just, I've been playing Rome Total War for a while now, so I kind of, not float my own boat or boast or anything. I've played it for quite a while now, and I've, got the hand of this game down pretty well. So, those things would work on a lot of people, and they have worked on me in the past, and they can still work on me. They just didn't this time, so there was no need for him to rage quit. I think he played well. So it's unfortunate. Anyway, here's the stats here, guys. My Barbarian Chosen Warlord, very good, 156 kills, so nice work there. That was a small unit too, 24 men. Forester Warband, they did good. Always get them if you're playing as Gaul. Don't upgrade them though, unless you've got lots of money. and going with a big skirmish army or something, you don't need to upgrade them. They're very expensive, but they're very good. I usually only get 2, and I don't worry about upgrading them. As you can see, they always do fairly good. Barbarian Noble Cavalry, they did pretty good. This unit didn't really get much of a chance. The Chosen Swordsman obviously did very well. And the Fanatics were a good flank protection, good archer protection, good deterrence, and because it was in the woods, they were capable of taking on infantry, cavalry rather. So I'm pretty pleased with that after a couple of weeks away from Rome Total War, which is kind of, like I said, not like an issue, but just it means I won't be quite as efficient. But I felt I was still pretty good with it, and I was pleased with that. So good game to Eeetbah. Don't know why you left like that. You didn't lose badly in my opinion. You had some good ideas in the fight, and you did implement. You did surprise me with the berserkers, so I don't know why you did that. It wasn't necessary. So anyway, good game anyway. And I had 890, 768, 698 left. Here 1013, 210, and 241 left. So this is a clear victory, but I still think there was some pretty good manoeuvres made by Eeetbah there. And I was caught by surprise. So anyway, good game, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon next time.